What is it? What do you want? What do you want? Good girl. Well, good morning, guys. Madam Roy back again. And back to another vlog video. This is August 10th, 2016. And as you can see, I have a very affectionate cat once again. She's been bugging us all morning long, has not wanted us to stop petting her. I even put her mouse in there so she could play with something while I had to run some errands this morning. But yeah, this is becoming very typical ever since Simon passed away. She's been very, very affectionate. Isn't that right, sweetie? And one thing, she loves being pet. Usually I can get her nose, too. You're going to hide that face, though, aren't you? Show everybody that pretty face. Hey. She's so bashful. So bashful on camera. Yes, you are. Everybody likes to see the pretty little girl. Gonna talk? Psst, 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 psst. Say meow. What? What? No. She's not gonna talk because I want her to. The other thing I can do with her is actually pet her ears. This is kind of odd for a cat. Most of the time, cats don't like you touching their ears, but she loves it. Just kind of give her a little massage there, inside and out. You know, you can kind of pull back a little bit and just rub it, which is, again, very unusual for cats. Usually, they don't like their ears being touched, but she really does not mind it.
Alright guys, well, it is once again laundry day. Just finished hanging up my shirts here. But I wanted to show you something really cool I got from Dollar Tree. Normally, the fabric softener Dollar Tree is in this 42 fluid ounce container. This is the LA's Totally Awesome. It does 21 loads. But check this out. The new one that they have now is the same size as the actual laundry detergent. So this is actually 64 ounces, just the same as their Oxygen Clean laundry detergent. So you get a lot more for your money. So that is really, really cool. Now the only thing that, okay, I'm just looking at here, they're actually absolutely the same formula. You got the Fabrics Over the Island Fresh Scent in that one, and the old style one. So if you guys are at your local Dollar Tree, make sure you go ahead and check that out. Once again, these aren't the highest quality items, but they definitely work, and they're a lot cheaper than buying the name brand. But of course, the only drawback to these is you have to have the older style washer. You can't use these in the new high efficiency washers. Well, I think my clothes are done, so I'm going to go ahead and pull them out of the dryer here, and got a few other things to show you. Alright guys, so a couple computer updates for you today. Got a few laptops the other day, and I've been working on them since probably late last night, and I was able to finish one of them. Thought I'd go ahead and show you this one real quick. This is one of the business class Dells. This is I'll go ahead and open it real quick. This one is a Latitude E6400. This is, I believe, a 14-inch, and this has got a really, really nice sharp display on it. These were primarily sold to businesses, and when you have any kind of business class system, they usually tend to put the highest quality active matrix displays in there. I believe this is LED backlit. See, it's got a pretty nice size keyboard. As a matter of fact, even though it's missing the numeric keypad, this is pretty much a full-size keyboard. You have a track point here, and you also have your track pad. So this is most definitely a full-featured laptop. It's running a Core 2 Duo. I don't remember the exact processor. I'll go ahead and boot it up and take a look at that in just a minute. No webcam on here, which is fairly common for a business class system. Generally, these are bought not just by businesses, but by the government. And most government agencies, you're not allowed to have a webcam for security purposes. Go ahead and bring you guys to the side here. We have a PC Express card slot there. Got yourself a FireWire connector. This one's got a dual layer DVD burner, no light scribe or anything on here. Got your actual Wi-Fi switch here, which you don't really find on most modern laptops. Wi-Fi connection button there. Headphone microphone ports. Got two USB 2.0 ports on this side. Also have Ethernet back here. I'm sorry, this is a modem and Ethernet, so once again, you're pretty much covered all the way. It's got a good battery in here. I believe it's a 6-cell battery. Usually is good for about maybe 2.5 to 3 hours of use. Back here you have your display port adapter, which again you'll find on most business class laptops. This is the standard AC in. This uses one of those really wide Dell power connectors, the very typical ones. Kensington lock port over here. Got your VGA monitor out here. Have another USB 2.0 up here, and then your combination USB 2.0 and eSATA port, and then just a little vent here for air circulation. And one thing I just noticed, this does indeed have a smart card reader in it, which I have not actually used yet. I probably won't because I don't actually own any smart cards, but that's definitely a nice feature, and that just goes to show you this was probably originally used in maybe some type of government installation, because they were the ones that primarily used the smart cards. Go ahead and boot this up real quick. Again, you can see is the Latitude E6400. This one is running Windows 10. Boots fairly quickly. I believe it has 120 gigabyte hard drive, so nothing super huge, but the person that this is going to does not need a hard drive any bigger than that. And like I said, this monitor is super clear. It is high definition. I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see exactly what the resolution is on here. But let's go ahead in here and show you the specs on this particular system. It is very speedy. I'm actually very impressed with this laptop so far. Okay, it is a Core 2 Duo T9550 running at 2.67 gigahertz. It's got 4 gigabytes of memory. And go back and show you guys the hard drive in this real quick. It's always hard to do this one-handed. It's 120 gigabyte. I believe it's a Western Digital drive, but once again, it's... Oh, you know what? I am going to amend what I just said. It's actually a 160 because this is partitioned. This has a partition for recovery, so 30 gigabytes of that is partitioned as a recovery. And I might actually fix that because it's not really necessary for this kind of computer, because I'm going to include the disk with the person that's going to get this. So I may actually go ahead and use something like Partition Magic, or actually what other one I use, probably Partition Magic, to go ahead and just combine those two partitions so get the maximum amount of space. But yeah, I mean, this thing is really speedy. Again, it's not going to win any races, and it's never going to be like a gaming laptop, but for basic internet use, word processing, watching YouTube videos, this thing is more than capable. And one of the other laptops, this is one I just started working on. I actually still have to clean the top of this. Somebody had stickers all over this. I was able to take Goo Gone and basically clean the whole top of it off, but it's still got kind of like a sticky residue on it. I'm going to have to look up online, because Goo Gone got rid of the stickers for the most part, but I can't get rid of that kind of stickiness, so I'll have to see if there's something else I can use to remedy that. If you guys know of anything, go ahead and just leave that in the comments. This one is a Dell Inspiron 1420. I'll go ahead and boot it up real quick. I was just loading Windows 7 on here. This one came with an install of Windows 10, but it was corrupt. It didn't take properly, so I think because this only has 3 gigabytes of memory, I'm going to just keep Windows 7 on here. Be a much better option with this computer. It'd run a lot better with, just Windows 7. One other thing I wanted to show you guys real quick is I just got some of these mice in. If you guys are looking for really good, cheap desktop or laptop mice, I got these on eBay. These are Lenovo brand. You see they're fairly small. I mean, it's really a laptop size mouse, but it fits really well in your hand. It's optical. But it tracks really nicely on the screen. No problems with those. Nice long 6-foot cord there. You can see I have this strung all the way behind the laptop to this USB port. I got 5 of these for $10, so basically $2 a piece, and they are Lenovo brand and fairly well made. So yeah, like I said, if you're looking for something, just Google it, Google search it. They come from China. Lenovo, I think they were Lenovo wireless optical mice. Let me see if I can give you guys a product number there. I don't know if my camera, there you go. 3D optical mouse, you can see right there. If you search that, on eBay, you should be able to find these. And once again, for the price, you really can't go wrong. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish the install on this, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings. All right, talk to you guys. Finally got around to setting up that laptop that I got at the garage sale about a month ago. I know it's been close to a month. Finally got around to setting up on this computer desk. This is going to be its permanent home. I'm going to go ahead and boot it up for you guys just to show you everything functions beautifully here. I did hook it up to my Altec Lansing speakers. Got the cable right there. That works fine. The only problem is because I wanted to have a external or a wireless keyboard and mouse, and they both use different dongles. I've pretty much taken up all the 3 USB ports on here, so if I do need to use something like a flash drive or an external hard drive, I'll just have to unplug the Bluetooth dongle here, because like my other HP laptop, even though this is pretty much under a year old, for whatever reason, it does not actually have a internal Bluetooth adapter, which I find kind of odd. I would have thought pretty much everything here would, especially nowadays. But you know what? It is technically a cheaper laptop, but hey, for what I paid for it, I am not complaining at all. So, I mean, it really fits nicely here, and I have Skype installed. I got the internal camera, so this will be a nice backup system. This is going to be basically my backup editing rig. If something happens to my XPS 8700, which pray to God that it doesn't, but if it does, I can just go ahead and use this computer, and my 5 terabyte external Western Digital hard drive should work nicely on here. So this is its permanent location, and yeah, really happy with the way this looks. I thought I'd try a new angle here. I'm actually sitting on my couch in the alcove, and I'm going to end the vlog here in a minute, but I want to talk about something that is very important, at least in my line of work. I recently came across a client that had gotten one of those ransomware infections. For those of you that don't know what ransomware is, basically what happens is it's like a virus. It comes in usually as a piece of malware or adware, but I've actually seen them as Trojans too. It gets into your computer, and what they do is you have somebody, say in another country, you know, it's usually somewhere way foreign. What they'll do is they'll actually take control of your computer. Once the infection gets in there, they hijack your data, and basically they'll actually call you on the phone. They're this bold, and they'll say, they'll basically say, look, I have your data, you need to go ahead and get a money order and send me so amount of money. Maybe it could be $300, $400, up to $500. And if your data is that important, you actually have to pay it. There really is no way to free it. These people are very intelligent. And a friend of mine had done that. Basically, her laptop got infected. We figured that it was probably from a pop-up. She uses Facebook a lot, and she says once in a while she'll go ahead and inadvertently click on one of the pop-ups there that say like, your system is infected, please clean it, because she wasn't sure. She thought that maybe that was something from her regular antivirus program. Well, unfortunately it wasn't, and in her case she wound up having to pay the ransom. I think it was like around $300. She actually got off easy. A lot of times it could be upwards of $500 or $600. They released the computer, but what wound up happening was about 2 months later, sure enough, it happened again. It keeps saying that your computer is infected, and it got to the point where she was before, where it says, okay, you know, your computer is being held for ransom. You need to call this number, or we'll call you. It depends. Sometimes it can go either way. And you'll go ahead and get your computer unlocked. Luckily, this time, she does not need to pay any money, because I have actually set it up to where she has a duplicate of everything on her desktop, and they work independently. So the desktop luckily did not get infected. So at this point, the only thing I can do is format and reload the laptop. And this is kind of like an FYI for you guys. If you guys are in the tech field and you run into this problem, don't think you're going to cure it by running virus scans, even manually removing these infections, because what they do is the virus will tailor themselves to the boot sector. and they'll also clone your IP address. So if you keep using the same IP address, they'll find you. But they have so many different ways of getting to you that the only course of action when you find you have one of those ransomware infections is to just wipe everything off the hard drive and start from fresh. And it's really not even a good idea to use your recovery partition. In her case, I'm actually just going to have to try and find my Windows 8.1 disk, because I think that's what came on that computer originally, and then upgrade to Windows 10 from there. But I just wanted to get this out there because this is something that's been coming up quite a bit recently, and that's really the only thing you can do. Well, I'm going to go into the vlog here for today. I do promise I will get to the review of that HP laptop sometime this week. Like I said, it was really not possible to do it last week with family here. When you have 4 or 5 people in the house, no matter where I go, you can hear noises, and my mother and pretty much my whole family tend to have very loud voices. So, yeah, that just wasn't going to happen last week. Couple more videos on the car will be coming. Probably not going to be for a few weeks though, because the temperature is way up there again. We're in the 105 degree heat index, so that car is not going to be taken out for a while, at least until the temperature goes down, because that car has no air conditioning. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Be patient. Like I said, those videos will be coming up soon. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.